everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you love to do your own nails but you aren't a professional like me, subscribe because I love to do quick, easy, and extra nails at home. Also follow me on Instagram, my name is Nail Sweetie. Today I'm going to show you how I created these polka dot French nails inspired by Chaun legend himself. If you want to purchase anything that I used in this video, consider using my affiliate links below. I will make a small commission for my recommendation, but it won't be at an extra cost to you. Now let's get started. As usual, I'm using my favorite base coat onto some full cover nail tips. This base coat is by Beetles Gel Polish that you can get off of Amazon. And these nail tips I got off of AliExpress. They're some extra long full cover square nail tips. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I like this base coat because I don't have to buff the surface of the nail. With other base coats, the polish will just peel right off. It's really satisfying, but I'm not trying to deal with that, so I like this because I don't have to buff. That's an extra step that I can take out, and I try to do everything as quickly and efficiently as possible. Chaun legend recently collabed with Après Nails and made his signature super square, like they're the squariest squares, full cover soft gel nails. And I love his nail tips. I've seen them. I really like the apex because these nail tips that I'm using are really flat. They do not have a good apex. But unfortunately, I don't think I can afford Après nail tips of any kind. I'm not a professional, so I don't get any income from doing nails. It's just fun, you know. And the other downside is that I have a lot of failed nail art designs that I throw away or I put in my nail graveyard baggie, and I would hate to spend over $40 on 250 nails only to feel like they're just not usable and I don't want to show them off to people. So maybe in the future, if I do other people's nails, I would invest in some après tips, or if I feel more confident with my artwork, then I would purchase them. But as of now, I'm just going to stick with the cheap Amazon AliExpress nail tips. Right now, I'm applying IBD's Cashmere Blush onto the nails that are going to have a French tip and one nail that is just an entire nude nail. This polish is really, really sheer, which could be a good thing if you want, something a little bit more buildable. But if you want something opaque, I don't recommend it. I had to do 2 coats on the French nails and 3 coats on that singular nude nail. And now I'm applying Le Chat's Lemon Drop. I love this color. As you can see, one coat is really opaque. However, this nail did not cure well in my lamp, and this is a new lamp. It has a high wattage. I don't remember what it was because I don't remember numbers too well. It was either 72, I think it was 72, or maybe it was 45, I don't know. Large gap, but it's in my description box. This did not cure too well. It started to bubble, so I actually had to restart this yellow nail, and I did a thinner coat, cured it for a whole minute, and then I did another thin coat and cured it again for a minute. I love Le Chat. Like, I own them more than any other brand. If you watch my videos or follow me on Instagram, you know that Le Chat is probably my favorite gel polish brand, but the only problem I ever have with their polishes is that they just don't cure all the way sometimes, and I've used them with, I want to say 3 different lamps and had the same issue. Yeah. One lamp was like a teeny tiny itty bitty little $10 lamp, so that one I'm like, oh, it must be the lamp. But my other 2 lamps were really, really good lamps, professional quality. One of them I bought at a beauty store. It also sells on Amazon, but I bought it at a local beauty store here in my city, and I had issues curing those polishes with that lamp. Anyway, so now you can see me applying the extra coats and then curing it in the lamp for, well, right here I cured it for 30 seconds, but then when I redid that yellow nail, I did it for 60 seconds. The thing is, you don't see it bubbling right away. It doesn't bubble in the lamp. It bubbles way later on. Maybe like 20 minutes later it started to bubble, so Just to be safe, with really opaque colors, I say cure them for 60 seconds. Last week, I uploaded a dry marbling junk nails video. I had no idea what that technique was called when I uploaded the video, and someone left a comment letting me know that it was called dry marbling. I am so thankful that they told me that because it was really bugging me, but I had so much fun making those nails, so check it out. I'll link it in the cards. Now I'm creating the smile line for the French nails. I don't know what happened. The video just got really bright. I have no idea why, but moving on. I'm using a brush that I got off of Amazon that I'll link in the description box. I got these brushes for free if I did an honest review on Amazon, and I did that. This was several months ago, maybe like 6 months ago or something. And I like these brushes, except for one of the liner brushes, but I like these brushes because on the other end of each brush it has dotting tools of various sizes, so I recommend them for the most part. And now I'm using Arctic Freeze by Jellish, which I've used in numerous other videos. I think this is my most reach for polish. It's a really nice white. As you can see with one coat, it's pretty opaque, not super streaky. It cures really well, doesn't bubble. 10 out of 10 recommend. I think I did pretty good with this French. Like, I haven't done a French design in so long, and when I was younger, I used to get those stickers that they sell at Walmart, or it's like a nail vinyl or something, and you stick it on, and then you can paint as sloppy as you want because you're just gonna remove the stickers. I was actually debating on making nail vinyls like that with my Cricut machine, but I was like, no, let me just try it. Let me just practice it without the sticker, and I think I did pretty well. It really wasn't that hard. I recommend starting from one side and going to the middle, and then going on the other side of the nail and going to the middle, instead of trying to do one line all across the entire nail. See? Oh, well, this one I did backwards, I guess. I started from the middle and went off to the side. And then on the other side, I started from the side and went to the middle. Whatever, however way you decide to do it, I just recommend making the line in 2 parts instead of trying to do a full swoop. Make sure that you do have a little dapping dish of acetone and a cleanup brush to clean up anything that went past that line. I did have one handy. Luckily, I didn't use it too much, but have that close by. I know I don't mention this a lot because it's like second nature to me, but make sure that you are curing your nails between each coat of anything. So as you can tell, I drew the smile line, I applied the white polish, I cured for 30 seconds. That you don't really see. I mean, you kind of see me move the nail out the way, but that can mean anything, right? But I cure it for 30 seconds. When I take it out, if I want to have the coat to be more opaque, then I apply another coat and then I cure it for another 30 seconds. 60 seconds if it's a super opaque type of polish that doesn't cure well. I mentioned that earlier, but I really want to reiterate that because, like I said, sometimes you don't notice that it's not curing or that it's bubbling until 20-30 minutes afterwards, so just to play it safe, cure it for a whole minute. And now you see me cleaning up where I had a little bit of gel go outside of the line. And this is the brush that I've used in several other videos. I'm using this one as a cleanup brush today. I'll link it in the cards, or I'm sorry, in the description box. Now that the base colors are down, we can move on to the artwork, and it's pretty simple, just dots. I think these are polka dots, maybe not, I have no idea. Also don't know what these are called, but I'm using a dotting tool and just placing dots on the nails. There's really no easier way to explain this. The blue I'm using is by LAKEY. It's called Twinkle Toes, which is the cutest baby blue color. This is my first time using it, actually. I've been waiting to use it for a long time now, so I'm happy I got to use it. I really like this color combination for these nails. I know Chaun on Kylie, he used red, pink, and like a cream, kind of like a white creamy color, which are cute, but I really wanted to do some yellow nails, and I wanted to use this blue, and I know yellow and blue look good together, so I'm glad I picked this color combo. Each nail is different, and the other hand that I did off camera is opposite to this hand. So instead of a full yellow nail, it's a full blue nail with yellow dots. And also, Chaun, on his nail design, he had the nails kind of vary in size. So closer to the cuticle, the dots were smaller, and then as you moved on to the free edge, the dots got bigger. I tried doing that on my other hand, but the dots kind of just like blew out and they just got bigger, so they don't look like I was trying to do that, but it's probably because I just waited too long. What I should have done is use paint smaller dots, and then as I moved up the nail, the gel is going to slide, it's going to expand, and then it would be a little bit big, but not as big as I wanted. But either way, these were still really cute the way they are. I really, really liked Chaun's nail design. He is such a trendsetter. I'm sure everyone knows this. I've never seen a design that I didn't like, and I feel like he makes it so effortless. He makes coming up with designs look so easy, and I'm over here struggling, and I'm like, how do all these people do this? How are they so good at this? But I don't know, maybe it's a time thing. Even though I've been doing my own nails for a really, really, really long time, I'm just not like a super creative person. I'm creative when it comes to other things, like I'm good at coming up with analogies of stuff, but like when it comes to visual stuff, I kind of struggle. But anyway, rant over. I'm just applying dots. These nails were so freaking easy. Like the French was super easy to do. The dots were super easy to do. And the best part is like you don't really need a whole bunch of stuff. Like if you didn't have dotting tools, you could use a toothpick. I remember way back in the day when I was in like first grade, that's how they would do this. These polka dot designs, they used toothpicks back then. Does anyone else remember that? Leave a comment if you remember that time. I miss early 2000s, late 90s nails. I might do some throwback nails soon. I've been thinking about it. I just haven't got around to it. But anyway, now I'm applying my favorite top coat by Koopa Gelfinity. It's the only top coat I use. It's the best. Just remember to make sure that your nails are nice and even before you cure it in the lamp, because you don't want to cure uneven nails. I guess that goes without saying. And always, always, always cure top coat for 60 seconds, not 30. I know some brands will say you can cure for 30 seconds. I think that's what this brand says. I'm not entirely sure, but I always find that there's always some like residue that's left over when I cure for 30 seconds, but that doesn't happen when I cure for 60 for top coat specifically. So always cure for 60 seconds. And this is the final look. What do you think? I love these nails. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love the blue. I love the yellow. I especially love how fast and easy these nails were. They took me about 2 hours, which sounds like a long time, but that's because I kept looking at Chaun's photos for reference, and that, ate up my time, but the second hand was really, really fast to do. I love these nails. I can't wait to wear them out. So as always, thank you so much for watching. You can support me for free by liking, commenting, and subscribing if you haven't already. And I'll see you next week. Bye!